Good morning, Warren Tech Liaisons. This is Danae Coates.
And Leslie Hample.
Today, we just wanted to share with you our new online application system. We have an updated program. We wanted to take a minute to share this with you guys so you guys can start working on your end. We will be launching this online application October 24th at the Sophomore Career Fair. So hopefully it's super easy and user-friendly for students and for you as well as the liaison. I want to take a minute real quick and show you guys the student side. On this landing page right here, it is going to get updated before October 24th, but again, we just wanted to get this information out to you as you start to get applications. The student will click apply here, and if you're working with a student, this will be good information for you as well. So you'll click apply here, and then we have all of our programs listed on this first page. So let's say a student would like to apply to the criminal justice program. This is what that would look like. So they can have a first choice, second choice. They have the location of which campus it's on, the schedule, and the time of that program, okay? If they want more information about that program, if they click down here, this will take them to the Warren Tech website on that specific program page, and they can get even more information. Okay, so let's say the student wants to apply for their first choice to criminal justice in the morning, and so that was successful. And then let's say they want a second choice and they want to do aesthetics in the afternoon. So again, the second choice is optional. If students only want to choose one program, that's great. If they do want that option for a second choice, they do have that. So let's say a student picks PM session for aesthetics. We do have a pop-up reminder for all the PM programs. So the pop-up says the ending time for the session is 3:45. Will this work for your schedule? So remember, at Warren Tech Central, the PM session is noon to 3:45. Monday through Thursday, and at Warren Tech North, the PM session is 11:45 to 3:30, Monday through Thursday. A lot of students forget that we go that long during the week. So we just had this as a reminder for students to really think about what session that they want to apply for. And if that's too late for them, they can go back in and change it to the AM session. So then that student would hit OK. Then they would click on Next. And then this is just your basic student data information. They're going to fill out their name, their ID, mailing address, email, gender, their current high school, grade, date of birth. For family member contacts, we require one, but a second is there if they want to add that in. Also, we have languages here from Google, so if a student is working with their family, there will be a bunch of options for different languages. So that is the student side.
And now I'm going to explain to you the liaison side, or the back side, the side that the counselors will be using. So today we're going to use, as practice, we're going to use Miss Anime Boots. Woo, thanks, Anime. We appreciate you letting us use your password. And let's get in here with that. Okay, so once you've logged in, this is what it's going to look like. Now, Danae and I will be sending you a password here in an email soon. And as soon as you get your password, you can go in and reset it to a different password that you will remember. So be watching for that here. We're thinking in the next couple, 2-3 weeks. So once you've logged in, this is what you're going to see. And these are our sample students. Well, let me clear that filter out of here. Sorry about that. We're going to reset the filter so that you can see what it looks like. Okay, so we have some sample students in here. You can put last name in if you want to look for just a certain student, if you have a great big long list, which we hope you do. And then we're going to take you across the top here and explain all the different headings. So this first heading is your actions heading, and this was going to look very, very familiar to you. These are the questionnaires that you've always answered in the past. Blue means you've completed it. Red means it still needs to be done. So we're going to look at one that's not done yet. So like I said, this is going to look very familiar. The first one is that ICAP question. Does the student's selection of program at Warren Tech align with their ICAP? And we need that information for CTE purposes in case we're audited. Then, of course, there's the expulsion, the safety plan, the 504, the ESL and IEP questions. And just do your, answer it with the best knowledge that you have. We know that sometimes things happen after you have completed the application, which you can always call us and update us on any of that information later. But please answer those questions to the best of your knowledge. And once you've answered them, you hit submit, and then that's going to turn blue that you've completed it. This ID is nothing you need to worry about. It's the ID that is assigned to the student when they complete their application. And of course, then you have their last name, first name. You have their Jeffco ID, and then you have which programs they've applied for. And you can see if they've done a first, second choice, or just a first choice. Also, if you hover over that, you can, if you forget, you're like, oh, what time does this class start? And when you're working with the student's schedule, you can see that yourself there. And this next section, this is the one we think you're going to do cartwheels over, is the status section. So at any time, once we give you the green light that we've gone in and done this, you can see this status of the student's application. So check mark, if you hover over that, you're going to see that that student was accepted to that session and that time. If you see the hourglass, that means they're still on the wait list. This little clock says it's pending, and that means here at Warren Tech, we haven't processed the application. Maybe the application came in after the application deadline or came in really late, and we haven't processed it yet. There will be one more icon that's not in here yet, and that's going to be a declined. That doesn't mean we declined the student. That means the student declined their acceptance. So it'll be easy for you to, at that point, see that, yes, Warren Tech accepted that student, but either the parent called or the student called or you called us and told us that that student didn't want that seat, and that student declined their acceptance. Once again, here's a check mark that says you've completed the questionnaire. If it's blank, then that means you still need to go in and do that. So back at the beginning, it reminded you there with the colors, but here it reminds you again with the check mark. You're also going to be able to see the date that the student applied, so that might come in handy on multiple occasions. And then, of course, here's just all the information about the student, their address, and all that good stuff. So this is the second thing you're going to do cartwheels over. So after we tell you, and this year the date's going to be April 8th. That's the date that everything will be in here and correct as far as students' acceptance. You can then go in and look and see that information, and then you can filter it. So let's just say you want to filter just the students who've been accepted. So you say status, and you say accepted, and add filter. And then the 3 students that were accepted show up, and then you can come down here and hit export, and it's going to go into an Excel spreadsheet, and then you can manipulate your spreadsheet however you want to. Now, also here in the future, it's not in here yet, but it will be by the time we have acceptances done, will be the credits that are associated with each program that the student was accepted to. So in the past, you would have received an email from Danae or Rory this year saying these are the students that were accepted. Now you can go in whenever you want to after April 8th and check the status of your students at any time, which we think is going to hopefully make everybody's life much easier. So let's go back to the application, and like I said, you can go in and manipulate it however you want to and check on student status.
Yeah, so we hope you guys really like this. Again, Leslie and I are here to answer any questions throughout the year. We'll be sending you emails with updates and different things. Again, we're almost finished with this, but we really wanted to get this out to you guys before that career fair in a couple weeks here.
So thank you so much, and we look forward to rolling this new product out. And like Danae said, we're open to suggestions or comments, or if you notice something that's not working quite right, please call us anytime. And we will be sending you reminder emails along the way too, like don't forget to go in and do your questionnaire. We'll remind you after the April 8th deadline or the April 8th acceptance that we have them done. You can go in and start looking at your students. So we'll send you multiple reminders along the way as well. Right. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye.